Dream F1 is back, and here are the key headlines ahead of the Spanish Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton is back on top after quite an unsuccessful 2022. He finished second and first in the opening rounds, paving the way for a record-breaking 8th title. His main challengers Ferrari found back to their strong performances of 2022, and Max Verstappen surely wants to bounce back after a difficult weekend in Bathurst as well. This season is shaping up to be a very interesting one as we enter the European rounds. Sergio Perez, however, is increasingly under pressure. Rumor has it that Red Bull is already looking for options for their second seat, but these for now seem unconvincing. Alex Albon could be a candidate though. His solid performances are hard to judge as he is in the rather uncompetitive Williams. A comeback of Daniel Ricciardo could also be on the cards, but this is connected to a big risk as well. While he is doing well in the USA right now, his latest F1 performances with McLaren were nothing to write home about. All of this may give Perez more time to fight back to form. STV Racing, while still no points on the board, are positive about how the season started. Mick Schumacher was running in the points for a long time in Kyalami until poor strategy put him out of contention, with us also showing some good pace until a drive shaft failure ended our race prematurely. In Bathurst, we had a point almost secured until a silly mistake in the penultimate lap had us fall down to 12th. Is 3 times a charm, and can Barcelona bring the team the first points of the season? Over to the Junior Series now. The third race of the Formula Inter Americas took place at Ibarra, Ecuador, and was fought out between Enzo Fittipaldi and Zane Maloney. Fittipaldi started from pole and led the majority of this race, but a late overtake from Maloney saw the Barbadian come out on top. With Colapinto and Bortoleto finishing 3rd and 4th, it seems like these 4 will be the main competitors for the title. The Formula 3 Euro Series had its opening race in Imola this weekend. The damp track, due to earlier rain, forced the drivers to go for the wet weather tyre option. After Gabriele Mini had a big off moment into Rivazza, he was the only driver gambling on the slicks halfway through the race, and while that made him the fastest car on track by the end, it was not enough to salvage anything. At the top, it was an insane photo finish between Dennis Hauger and Victor Martin, with Hauger being declared the winner by the timing board. As usual, the results and standings are on your screen right now, with all of the 3 Junior Series now underway. But let's put our focus back on Dream F1 as we return to Spain and the true staple of modern Grand Prix racing. Today's race takes place at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya that, without the flow-disrupting chicane in the final sector, will hopefully provide good racing. And here is the starting grid after a topsy-turvy qualifying session. It is a Ferrari front row lockout with Max Verstappen starting from P3. Strong qualifying efforts from Nico Hülkenberg and Alex Palou. Ourselves, we start from P6, our second highest starting grid position in Dream F1 ever. Mick Schumacher, the second STV Racing car, also in the top 10. Then on the second page we see the Mercedes that, when the track conditions got a lot better late in the qualifying session, were not really able to get a clean lap in, and therefore start from P13 and P14, just ahead of former Mercedes driver Valtteri Bottas. Also a disappointing qualifying session for Sebastian Vettel in the strong Porsche. He will only go into this race from P18. Okay guys, here we finally are at the starting grid. Awaiting the start. Let's just quickly talk about the expectations and strategy for this race. I hope for points today. We're starting from P6. This is a very, very good precondition. Yeah, I mean, we have to be honest. We were a bit lucky in qualifying, with the track getting quicker and quicker by the end, as it was a bit damp at the beginning of the session. Lots of cars are out of position, most notably the Mercedes, so I expect them to pass us at some time. But still, I think we have quite a good chance for points, especially since this is a track that I have driven very, very often. Not really an Automobilista yet, because, well, it's quite one of the newer tracks in Automobilista, but in many other games, this is one of the standard racetracks in, well, Formula 1 and, well, racing in general. So, yeah, expectations are pretty high. I'll be starting on the mediums because this track is also known to be quite heavy on the tires, especially the front left. This one will be most critical, and I think the medium slick, starting on this one, gives us the best options later in the race to see what tire we will use for a second stint, as I plan to only do one stop. I did that with the Robert Kubica 2011 F1 video season stop words. Yeah, maybe I can make it work today. Okay, here we are now. From our second highest starting position ever, we go into the Spanish Grand Prix. Oh, okay, that was an early, short wait. We already lost position to Tsunoda. Into turn 1 we go. This is always a candidate for things to go wrong. Oh, it worked for us here, but then what was that? A massive moment we had there. We had to leave the track. Was that wind dirty air? That was strange. We got a track limit warning for that, which I don't quite understand, since we lost about 3 or 4 spots there, so we certainly have not gained from that, but okay. The game is the steward, the game decides. Okay, you really have to be super careful with the throttle application, which I don't get, because... Wow. The car feels entirely different than in qualifying. What is that? Oh. Oh boy, are these the medium tires? Was this the wrong choice? This feels incredibly slippery. Yeah, there it is again. Caught it. Oh, and there goes Ocon round the outside. Down into 12. Oh, but Ocon having a little moment himself there. No, didn't want to risk that. Alpine now back in blue. After racing in pink for the first 2 races, once again a moment. No, please. Oh, okay. I thought this was the second strike already. But it barely was then. What is that? What is going on here? Okay, the car feels terrible. Yeah. 2 laps gone, and I'm quite literally scratching my head because I don't know what's happening. Oh, gee. I am very, very sorry for that. I deserve that warning. That is George Russell passed. Well, I said they were going to pass us at some point. I didn't expect that point to be the beginning of lap 3, but... well, it is what it is. I can't go on the throttle. Everything just feels weird when I go on the throttle. It is like an ice rink. Yeah, there goes Lewis after going too deep into 10. Okay, something is different and I don't like it. Oh, here might be an opportunity against Lewis. But I should be careful into... Look at that, again. It almost happened again. I turn in and then I have to make corrections instantly and catch the car so that it does not spin around. And again. Oh, and now look. The speed of Valtteri Bottas there. Oh, we defend. No! Massive drift. I'm sure the fans enjoyed that, but I didn't. Okay. What? Okay, I'm in lap 5 and things couldn't have gone more wrong. Final warning for track limits. And again, there is no way. These have to be the medium tires because there's nothing different on our car. But at least this, I think, will be a slam dunk overtake. Thanks to DRS and the massively long main straight. At least that is that mistake. Put right. You can still see the tire marks from the drift I did earlier. Damn it! This car is undrivable. All of a sudden. Oh, look at that! There goes Seb. And Piastri. At least we managed to keep him behind. Oh, this time Piastri might get through. No, he does not. Oh, come on! Ah, that was the one mistake. There goes Oscar. And look at our front left. This is impossible. The medium It's not even bringing us any advantage. And now I'm quite taken aback on what to do. The mediums feel like crap. And I suppose... Sorry, having to focus. I will finish that thought now. And the hard ones will surely feel even worse. Oh, there goes Gasly. But if they go for the softs, I definitely have to do a two-stop, and I don't know what the AI are doing, because experience shows they will only do one. And if they went for two, they should stop around now. So I am in trouble. You know what? I might even go for the hard and try see what that can do. Something alternate we need to do, because this here is not working. Oh, there goes Gasly now. No. Yeah. Well, that is just brilliant. Oh boy. Oh, and that has ruined the tires. This race has just gone from bad to worse. We're lost. And we have to hope for a safety car now. The front left is dead. And at this point, I don't even know. It feels like we could just retire. Might as well retire. Anyway, I'll head into the pits after that lap to change to the hard, and then, well... I don't even know. You see me baffled. I don't know what is going on. If it is my driving... But I'm not doing anything different than I did when... in qualifying. And it just feels so terrible. And I'm having trouble keeping the car pointing in the right direction. Yeah, and okay, this is now the tires being completely gone. Jesus. What a race. What a terrible, terrible race. We're gonna go a lap down now. Watch it as we go a lap down. Wow, that stings! Well, and that was pretty much it for our race. But there was still one more highlight, if you can call it that. Oh, what happened? We passed Magnussen! Oh, something's gone wrong with Magnussen. But then that really was it for our race. But I promise you, in Bathurst, we will look at the race highlights of each race with what was going on at the front. So let's do that right now. And it's lights out and away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix. And Charles Leclerc wins in Barcelona. And here are the full race results. Then Charles Leclerc wins ahead of his teammate to make it Ferrari 1-2. Max Verstappen completes the podium. Alex Palou, in only his third Formula 1 race, came very close to the podium and finished 4th. Hamilton recovered to P6. Mick Schumacher, after running in the points early in this race, dropped down to P13, though this is his highest finish of the season so far. And well, we only have Kevin Magnussen behind us, who had some sort of issue that forced him into a very, very long pit stop that put him 2 laps down. And in the Drivers' Championship, that means Lewis Hamilton is still on top, but the gap to Charles Leclerc is only 3 points. Behind them then is Carlos Sainz and Max Verstappen. George Russell, the winner of the opening race, dropped down to P5. Behind them are the 2 Porsches, and Alex Palou moves up to 8th. Only the top 12 have scored points so far, but due to our highest finish of 12th, we're still sitting in P14 in the championship. Our teammate Mick Schumacher moved up to P16. And for the Constructors' Championship, that means Ferrari have now taken the lead, which means that for the first time ever in Dream F1, I believe, we have a different Constructors' Championship leader than Mercedes, but it is only by 4 points. Porsche then in 3rd, Red Bull a disappointing 4th. Every team from P7 downwards have not scored points so far and are ordered by their highest finish in the season so far. Well, that has been it for this episode of Dream F1. Well, not the most successful one for us, but we hope for things to get better. The next race in just 2 weeks' time will take place at Monaco. It is truly the jewel in the crown, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to this one, but yeah, we'll see, and we will do the best we can to bounce back after yeah, today, which was a very disappointing day. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video, subscribe to not miss anything on this channel, and I hope to see you all the next time. Until then, goodbye.